So let's take a look at the highlights of the first race, round 7 of the weekend of the year for the Stock Cats Championship here at Donington Park. Matt Digby and Tom Belt won the front row as they headed down to Redgate. We ride on board with Pip Hammond as a bit of a collision just to left of shot. We're taking up a look at that on board with Paul Jarvis then. Patrick Fletcher faded. Martin Ward going round and right in front of us. Martin Ward's car ended up. Pip Hammond having a good battle here with Matt Fincham. Fincham defending the line. Actually, in fact, this is not Fincham, is it? This is Jake Farndon in front of us. Jake Ferguson just in front of him after the first lap. It was Bell that led Tibbs from Digby, Ferguson, Farnham and Hammond. And the rain started to fall, trying to trick out the drivers. They headed down towards the old hairpin. Tom Bell still leading the way. Then a few laps later, Paul Jarvis seeing a load of cars heading off the road out the old hairpin. So he's on his way up to McLean's. He could find his way past them. Pip Hammond was one of the people. Let's see what happened. Joe Ferguson going massive side. There's Patrick Fletcher. That's cool. Going sideways. That's cool. Pip Hammond to go off as well as Jake Farndon. We can see that they all managed to rejoice. By the end of the race, Matt Digby took victory. Joe Ferguson got second. Third was Tom Bell. Fourth, Jake Farndon. And fifth was Patrick Fletcher. Round 2 of race 2 of the weekend. Tom Bell on pole from Andrew Tibbs. Second row is Joe Ferguson and Will Sargent, a great qualifying. He got 4th. Then with Farndon and Wright hit their start in the 3rd row. Then Ward and Fletcher, that'd be row 4. Paul Jarvis, row 5 alongside Sean Hager. Matt Digby down 11th for this race. Pip Hammond alongside him. Wayne Harris and Terry Broughton row 7. Matt Fincham sits on row 8 alongside Daniel Bruce. Then it's Simpson and Powsland, Campy and 4, then Harding and Sargent, Gregory and Forbes, and then Harding and Lewalski. So here we go then, the red lights go out for the second time this weekend. The cars head down towards Redgate for round 8 of the championship. You see Paul Jarvis just to the right there. We ride aboard with Pip Hammond, the 2011 Classic Stock Cats champion. Turn through Redgate. Did everyone get through here safely this time? Well, Hammond finds it out the grass. Lots of mud out there. You can see the window screen had just been coated in mud. He rejoins the circuit but a long way down the pack, so he's going to be finding it up working about the order. We're on board now with Paul Jarvis heading round the outside of Sean Hagan, going through the Craners down towards Old Hairpin. He's also having a look at Philip Wright here, clipping the apex. Was Jarvis. Wright wasn't. He runs out wide, but he stays in front just about as we head up towards McLean's. I think right here we'll just be able to hold on up to McLean's. Oh, Jarvis on the inside line. This should give him the position. Yes, he's already got it done. Nice move there from Paul Jarvis. But Philip Wright trying to fight back, so that means Paul Jarvis has to defend the line as they head up to Copley. Instead, Sean Hagan dives up on the inside of Philip Wright. Both of them lose out there. Lose time to Paul Jarvis. He just sprints away from them. Further down the pack though, Pip Hammond sees, I think Tom Simpson shoot off the road. Got Stephen Powsland going side by side in the front of him. They're going to sort themselves out, headed down towards chicane. Or is Pip Hammond going to try and find a way past both? Terry Broughton, it is down there. Hammond just tapping the back of Powsland's car as he head onto the start and finish line. A complete lap 1 rather than eventful lap, it has to be said. So this is Stock Cats track. Stephen Powsland heading then. We see Wayne Harris going side by side with Sean Hagan in front. Philip Wright there, tucked right up behind Powsland. Hagan in front just about. Oh, he gets got spun round the front of Powsland's car. Spins to the inside of the circuit. Meanwhile behind Terry Broughton's off the road. So instead of lap 1, it's lap 2 that has all the drama at Redgate. Hagan spinning around the front of Powsland's car and Broughton ran off the road. Anyway, Philip Wright on the attack of Steve Powsland as we head up towards McLean's. Chucking a load of moisture onto the windscreen there with Wayne Harris putting moisture on the just been a Powson dives to the inside, can't get that one done, right on the edge of the limit for Wayne Harris, and the car slid out to the exit of the corner. Then we dive to the inside, can't do that either. Great piece of racing this has been so far at Donington Park. Weren't you? That's about to complete lap 2. Wayne Harris under pressure, but Stephen Powson looks to have a lot more speed than him down the straight. He should be through into the chicane. Yes, and Wright's coming through as well. Wayne Harris losing a couple of positions there as they head on to the start line. Pip Hammond is the next person to try and find a way past Harris. Phil Wright just in front of him as well. What's going to happen this time into Redgate then? Wayne Harris even trying to fight it out on the outside. Don't think he'll be able to do that. Pip Hammond giving him room though. So as we head on to the Craners, what's going to happen is Wayne Harris still there. Are we going to see him appeal the inside into the Craner cars? Well, Pip Hammond takes his line, so if he is still there, he backed out of it. Off the road goes Steve Powson. He's all on the grass. He's going to rejoin. They're losing the positions he gained just a moment or two ago. Let's see what happened then, heading into the old hairpin. Run out of road all over the grass, and then the positions were to be lost. Paul Jarvis attacks Patrick Fletcher into the chicane. Can't do anything this time. Jake Varden, good run from him in the 4 car. Is he going to find a way past Paul Jarvis? They draw alongside each other. Varden going through here behind as well. Matt Digby, he's looking for a way through. Jarvis defended that now. Has he managed to stay in front of Varden? Yes, he has. And Varden much better run out the corner, almost into the back of Paul Jarvis. He'll be trying to find a way through onto the Craners. Instead it's Matt Digby that goes side by side. Matt Digby gains the position ahead of Jake Varden. He found his way through there. This is a battle for 7th. Patrick Fletcher just up the road in 6th. And Stephen Powson goes side by side still with Wayne Harris. They finally sorted themselves out as they head on to the Craner curves. Terry Rowton just behind as well. Now what can Steve Powson do then? He won in front, Wright and Hammond having a good scrap. So they head out the corner. Let's just give you a rundown of the order at the front. It's Andrew Tibbs that leads, and Joe Ferguson is 2nd, Tom Bell's 3rd, 4th is Matt Digby. In 5th position is Will Sargent, 6th Patrick Fletcher, 7th is Paul Jarvis, 8th is Matt Digby, 9th now is Matt Fincham, and 10th is Jake Varden. Right, through Coppice, then and through goes Terry Rowton. He gets ahead of Steve Powson as they head in through Coppice, and now Rowton having to go at Wayne Harris in front of them. They run in front of him, so they run side by side down the straight. After the 13th then into the chicane, and Terry Rowton's got it. Ahead of Wayne Harris and Steve Powson, 13th, 14th and 15th. Head on to the start line. What's Wayne Harris going to do on the way down towards Redgate? Meanwhile, Pip Hammond on the inside of Phil right in front. He goes through up to 11th for Pip Hammond. After he's off here, Redgate on lap 1. Onto the Craner curves then. Rowton just trying to get away from Harris as they all hit the curb on the A-hits of the corner, then turn into the old hairpin. The 3 of them. Right, Pip Hammond now, moving forwards. Gaining the position into the chicane. I think that was a replay, how he got past Phil Wright. Paul Jarvis still battling it out. Now who's that who's just found a way in front of him? Matt Fincham. is the answer. And now coming through, Jake Varnden round the outside into the crane occurs. Has he got this one done? Has he still got the inside line as we head into the old hairpin? Paul Jarvis's car getting out of shape into the corner. He was sliding the car into the right hand with the old hairpin. Problem with his car possibly. He heads up to McLean's, and now Pip Hammond onto the back of him. What can Pip Hammond do as he heads up to McLean's? He's going round the outside. Can he make this work? No, he can't, but he's going to try and cut back on the edge of the corner. He's squeezing up on the inside. Is he going to get this one done? They're still side by side. Paul Jarvis has just about got the advantage as they head onto the back straight, headed down towards the chicane. Paul Jarvis looks like he's just about got the better of Hammond this time into chicane. Hammond clips the curves either on both corners of the chicane then as they head now down towards Redgate corner. In the 8th round of the Demon Twig and Yokohama Stock Cat Championship. Championship which has been led by Joe Ferguson. So through the old hairpin go this battle between Jarvis and Hammond. What can Pip Hammond do? Up towards McLean's. He looks to the outside, trying to get the cut back again, just like he did on the last lap. He managed to overlap well and truly last time, and off into the gravel there. It's gone Stephen Powderland by the looks of things. Yes, it was. He's out the race, as well as Harry Campy and Tom Simpson. And Pip Hammond has got ahead of Paul Jarvis. If it stands as it is, Joe Ferguson will leave Donington Park as the championship leader by 8 points, without drop score taken into account to Andrew Tibbs. Third will be Matt Digby, fourth Tom Bell, and fifth Martin Ward, as Jarvis gets back ahead of Hammond as they head through the chicane, and then a bit of a touch out the corner. So they head now down towards Redgate corner. Joe Ferguson will have 61 points to drop as it stands. Andrew Tibbs though will have 84, so a lot more points for him to drop. Digby in third, he'll have about 73, so this is still going in Joe Ferguson's favour. We look down towards Varnden, who's about 43 points down at the moment. He only has 41 to drop, but this is still giving Ferguson the favour. Well, Patrick Fletcher, he's a long way down, but he's only got to drop 2 points. We'll put him on 269, which still doesn't quite make him too close to Ferguson, but it does mean that Patrick Fletcher is still in the hunt for the championship, even after not a great weekend here at Donington Park. He's had after these results, a load of muck down at Coppice corner there. As Paul Jarvis still falling further down the field with his problem. It's going to be Andrew Tibbs to take the win, just to Joe Ferguson as they cross the line. Tom Bell in third, these are cars all together, and in fourth position Martin Ward. The four of them separated by 8 tenths of a second. Meanwhile, side by side between Wright and Hammond, Philip Wright should just get 10th away from Hammond, and 12th for Paul Jarvis. Take a look at those results then. Andrew Tibbs taking that victory, and you see in Stock Catch in 2012 it's all about the Citroen Saxo. Will Sargent, a great result from him, he finished 5th. Sean Hagan, after being spun round, he finished 16th.